and welcome to Angel's Table. This is our segment on the Oscar fashion, and with me today are Amber Rose Tolman.
Hello.
She is an actress, model, artist, and a student. Remy Waters, he is an actor, a singer, and a philanthropist. Anne Marie Lamphere, who is also an actress and a producer, director, and a mother. So we're going to talk about the Oscar fashions, which is something I've always wanted to. I love fashion. It's what I do. So I thought everybody looked fantastic. I thought everybody was beautiful. Most of the gowns were really beautiful. There were some that were so fabulous, and then there were some that were really exquisite. I did think that a lot of the women's hair didn't look great though. Like, the makeup was beautiful, the gowns were gorgeous, but the hair I thought was where most people fell a little bit flat. But you know, that's okay. Their dresses were fantastic.
They're going more with the natural look.
They're going more with the natural look, and I thought a lot of the men looked really great. I loved a lot of the suits that were out there.
Okay.
I loved that, the black with the red trim.
The red, yes.
He really, I thought that was probably my favorite thing of the Oscars, because it was creative, it was interesting, and it was still classy and cool without being like over the top. Like you're going, okay, what on earth, what were you doing?
Gucci was it?
Well, they weren't allowed to ask anybody what they were wearing, so I kind of let myself
that was a new thing?
off the hook on my research.
I did hear
Yes,
about that.
I kind of let myself off the research on that, because when they weren't allowed to ask or talk, they weren't even allowed to talk about their gowns, which I don't know if you noticed that. I think it was Robin Roberts who had said to one of them, she said, "No, I'm not supposed to ask, but oh my gosh, your dress."
Yeah.
And I thought, what is that all about? So it's a sexist thing.
Well, we'll unveil it now.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So one of my husband's favorite gowns was Alicia Vikander's dress.
Okay.
That really pretty. It was yellow with a little bit of silver in it.
Yes.
I really liked that dress. I thought it was really pretty and really sweet. It made her look much younger than she is. She's 27, and I thought, oh my goodness, I would have thought she was like in her early 20s. I did think that her hair looked really pretty. I personally am not a fan of the straight, across. I like a little, some kind of neckline.
Heart-shaped neckline.
Something like that. But I thought that was a really pretty
I thought it was very creative of how they poofed it out at the bottom, and it just made it just
She
shine.
almost looks like Belle from Beauty and the Beast.
Right, which is what she had said.
Oh, okay.
Did you hear her say that?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you did? Oh my gosh. So,
I missed that part, but yeah.
Oh, how funny. So she got
Yeah,
across
she nailed
what
it.
she
She
had
nailed it.
meant to do.
She nailed it.
And yellow is hard to pull off for, black tie. And and I think it's very a lively color. And
It is.
And it lightens the mood.
It is.
Yes.
So.
Okay, Lady Gaga.
She is a fashion chameleon queen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, a couple years ago, she was wearing a meat dress, and now here she is in this elegant pants.
I personally love
suit
this.
gown.
Yes,
Yes.
I love
Is
this.
that what you call it, pantsuit gown?
Yeah.
Okay.
What I loved about this, and I know you didn't like this, but what I like about this is that this was interesting and still classy and classic,
Yes.
and it's sort of like a little bit old Hollywood, and I like that look on her.
Right. Well, especially
I really
with
do.
the palazzo pant. I mean, it's the nice flowing, but it still looked crisp and tailored. Like, no, I thought this was beautiful. I love tailored.
I really wanted not to like it because it seems so different, but it's so creative that you can't help but to like it.
Yes.
And I have to tell you that I really liked that it was so creative and interesting without exposing her entire body, which to me seems like the trend. Like, oh, we got to be really creative and interesting. Let's just cut the dress apart.
Right.
Okay, so Kate Winslet.
I love Kate Winslet. I love her,
I do,
but
she's my favorite.
this dress, it
Yeah.
reminds me, I hate to say it, of a kind of like a hefty trash bag or something.
Well, the
I
sheen.
think you said slimy.
Well, the sheen on such a plain dress did not bring the level up.
No.
It
No.
just brought it down even more. And she has such a lovely figure,
Yeah.
and especially being
She's
a
so
mother.
beautiful. Her hair and makeup were
Yeah,
exquisite, though.
yeah.
It's,
They really
she has
were.
an amazing figure, and
She
it,
does.
it did not give her figure at all.
Right.
Well, and I think that's it.
I can see what they was going for, but really they missed the mark.
And I wonder too if maybe the dress was different fabric, if it would have been better.
Yeah.
And the
Yes.
fabric on
Yes.
a different style would have been better. Because I didn't hate the fabric, but it didn't, the dress, the style and the fabric didn't.
Well, I think the sheen caught the light, and it made her waist look so much larger, and it made her look like a brick. I mean, it was very,
she's curvy.
It definitely took away from her beauty.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, that's about to bring it on this
I
one.
loved this
Oh my
one.
gosh, I just was.
So elegant.
And so now I've not
Sofia
always
Vergara.
loved her. So I'm sorry, yes, Sofia Vergara. She was show-stopping to me. The dress was amazing. Her hair, her makeup, she looked absolutely
And she's so
exquisite.
charming too.
Yes.
She
She is.
speaks. And
The perfect dress for her because it shows off her personality.
yeah.
And it's not. I'm
It's
sorry.
quite the same as her personality. It's just, effluent.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it's what Kate Winslet's dress was missing, because this is in
Right.
a navy, even with a sheen, but it was tailored to enhance her waist, enhance her curves, and that works for her body type, and it was really quite stunning.
Right. And what I really liked about this for her is that she's always over the top showing her figure, and that's always the form-fitting dresses. So this was a departure from that. And
A little more
she looks amazing in some ways. I think this makes her figure look even more amazing because it's not doing all that body hugging stuff.
I think
I'm
I
going to
can-
start with Remy and the dress and Olivia Wilde's dress.
Oh, wow.
What
That
do you
is
think of this?
that is an interesting dress. It it flows at the bottom. I love the back of it because the furling in the back, it just shows off her back so well. When you get to the front, it's just, I don't know. The flow at the bottom is just beautiful, but the top, I don't know.
I agree with you on that whole thing. The fabric was exquisite.
Yes.
Something went very awry with this dress, and they're trying to be creative and interesting, and I get that. But there's nothing flattering about the top, not even a little bit. And so I wouldn't say it's sexy because I don't think it's sexy at all.
And see, I thought the opposite.
Did you really?
thought very sexy?
I love the front, and the back, I
It's
didn't
like
like.
angel wings.
You didn't-
I agree with you.
I think it went
did?
in the direction of too modern, like futuristic.
I like the front. It's kind of Greek. Looking
Exactly, Greek
almost.
inspired.
And I don't know, maybe I'm a little biased, but Olivia Wilde can do no wrong. she's flawless.
Yeah.
But the back is a little funky for me.
Yeah.
How do you feel
And
about
Saoirse Ronan. It's like I have a conflict going in my head about this. I love it, but then there's something about it that's not quite right, and I think it's maybe where it
Hits her
something
hips.
is right. But the top of it's gorgeous, the fabric's gorgeous, the color is
Colors,
gorgeous,
perfect.
and she looks absolutely stunning.
To me, it looks traditional. At a certain point, the traditional Oscar dress, even though it's not furling at the bottom, you have, your straight, it's straight up and down, and if you V'd in the front. It's so traditional that there is something missing.
Well,
They could have added a slit, I
is
think.
she a petite woman? I don't know how tall she is.
I don't think so.
To me, it makes her look short, and it is a mermaid cut. It's got that tulip top, and then it flares out the bottom. If you are not 5'8" and up, it's going to shorten you way down, and you can bring up the bottom and altering and not. It shortens your waist up, and I think that's what happened with her hips. It shortened them way up and made her look squatted down a bit.
Oh, I love this one.
Priyanka Chopra.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is close to like what I would have my dream wedding dress look like. You know what I mean? Just the white lace and the mermaid trail. Oh,
Right. I really think this dress is stunning. I love the white lace overlay over the tan. Everything about it I love except the waist, but I don't know how they could have changed that
The belt?
I don't know what they could have done differently,
You know,
but it didn't. I didn't not like it enough to not still think this was one of my favorite dresses on the red carpet. Her overall look was stunning. I didn't actually know that was her at first, and I actually had to Google it. It's like, who is that? I was like, oh yeah, she looks so much different on the red carpet to me than in her show. But beautiful.
But that's one thing I agree with is I don't know how I feel about belts on gowns. Am I right?
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
It's very, very, like, rarely pulled off well, I think.
I think she
It
used
does
it like her jewelry. You know, I think it was her jewelry. I vacillate on that look. I know it's also another trend of the lace and the peekaboo. I don't know. I like slightly more conservative. I don't want to see her legs through it. That's just a personal preference. I think it is elegant, it is beautiful. You can see the work put into it. I just personally don't want to see through.
Well, that's kind of funny.
can
You
you
want to know the honesty? I did not realize that, so I probably got
I didn't realize you could see her legs through it either.
Yeah, but now that you say that, I see it now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it, but as a wedding dress. You know, so
That's what I said, like close to my dream wedding dress. Except not see-through.
To me, it wasn't too appropriate. It wasn't. You could have made another choice for the Oscars.
Yeah.
You know, this is the Oscars, and you know, we're looking for something that is going to astonish and be different, and it's going to be amazing. And yes, it is an amazing dress, but not for the Oscars.
Olivia Munn. Okay, I loved her dress.
Love.
I loved it.
Do we all love?
Absolutely.
Yes.
We all
Love it. Love
Okay.
the color. She looks stunning and amazing.
It's so sophisticated and just
Yeah.
beautiful.
And this is an example of a dress that when you have the height, that cut looks wonderful on the body.
Yes.
Okay.
I was looking at it as the style is kind of Indian, so it just flows to a tradition of diversity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
So Patricia Arquette, I know we've had some conversations about that earlier.
That's what I feel like. It looks like somebody gift wrapped her for the president. You know what I mean? Like it's just very like.
It's very 80s.
It's
It's very 80s.
That's what it was. I was trying to think of what it was that, and yeah.
It is a very 80s prom dress.
Yes.
It's just an 80s prom dress.
Okay.
I agree.
So we're going to go on to Heidi Klum.
This one.
Heidi Klum.
I want to see what you have to say about this.
That's very imaginative. The way they have
That is a great word for that dress.
the way they have this dress laid out, whoever the creator was, they put it together in a way that is questionable, but at the same time, what are you questioning? I don't know, what am I questioning?
Yeah, what
I
is
think
your
it needs-
intention here?
Yeah.
They need to cut off the sleeve.
Absolutely.
Because I love the color. I love the
Yes.
material. It's very like fairy tale-ish kind of.
It is.
There's
I mean,
to it.
There's so much fabric in the bottom
Yes.
that having that extra fabric on top,
Why do you need
it's
that?
so matronly. It just makes her look so
well,
matronly.
she typically does not wear great clothes on the red carpet. I don't understand it. It's always something kind of artsy and artistic, and it has too much going on.
Yes.
And I don't know if that's just her thing. So part of me just thinks, whatever, that's what she does. And so you just sort of accept it. I agree. I think the bottom of the fabric is luscious.
I like the color scheme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
The
brings
lavender,
up, yes.
violet.
Yeah.
One thing I
And
love.
against her skin.
Right.
Yes.
One thing I do love about the Heidi Klums in this situation is that it adds fun, even if you think the dress is crazy or whatever. Which this one's not crazy, but it's everybody can't have the greatest dress. You know, it's like everybody had the greatest dress, and you can't say, oh wow, so and so.
And this is a good one. It gives
Oh
us
my
room
gosh,
to
Isla
debate.
Fisher.
Oh, yeah.
Love this dress. And it was funny because I didn't even realize it till we were going through the photos afterwards, and I had put it aside so that I would go back to look at it further. And I love the fabric. I love the design of the dress itself. The neckline is just stunning and feminine and beautiful, and Oh, she just looks amazing. I love that dress. Her hair and makeup was great.
We all agree on
Yes.
this one?
Yes.
Yes.
I do think it's lovely. For some reason, I think it is a little more, maybe music awards. I guess I think it is, yeah, I think maybe it's the patterning. It's lovely, it's
I was
sweet.
looking at that, the print, the actual print.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
I
just
see what you're saying.
it just seems that not that it brings it down a notch. It just brings it to like a different event.
Okay, so Rooney Mara.
I love this.
Oh my gosh.
The high slit, the white lace, and because she had the high slit along with the long sleeves, it made it totally not risque, but still a little sexy.
A lot
And
sexy.
so artistic, so original, so creative. Not everybody could wear this dress. Somebody else could put this dress on and we'd all think, oh my gosh, what the heck is she wearing?
Yeah, you're right.
There's only one thing I have a problem with, and that's the hair.
Oh, you didn't
Oh,
like
really?
it?
That
did
didn't
not-
bother me either.
It's like, okay, they could have did a better bun than what they gave her, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the
Oh.
dress is absolutely beautiful,
Right.
but then when you get to the hair, it just like thins everything out and it's not,
Right. Well, I think the reason that she did that is because she's more edgy with her style. And so I don't know what else she could have or would have done, especially given that her dress was so
Do you tend to like the
more
looser,
artistic.
look?
for this dress, yes.
Okay.
I mean, if she was wearing a different dress, that hairstyle would have been great. But with the dress being as luxurious as it is, she needed to have a better hairstyle than what she had.
Okay, Charlotte Rampling, before we even talk about her dress, I watched 2 different red carpet shows. Not one person interviewed her. They didn't talk about her, nothing. And that really upset me because she was a nominated actress. So she should have gotten some kind of attention. She's in her 70s. Oh my gosh.
She may not have chosen to. I've seen the red carpets. You have to want to be interviewed. She may have gone right on past
you
it.
think that's what
Absolutely,
happened? Okay.
absolutely.
I thought her dress was stunning for someone of her age.
Yeah.
What a great
Very modest.
dress, and it fit her. I mean, she has an amazing
Oh,
figure.
amazing. Yeah, absolutely.
It's a
You said
different,
she said
it's a
it.
different style. I like it for who she was, and it represented her well.
Yeah. Jennifer Jason Leigh.
I
color
can't
scheme.
decide. I can't decide.
You can't decide.
I can't. If it was a different
I-
color.
Yes.
I actually like the
Right?
color, and I like the fabric. I don't hate this dress. I don't love
Right.
it, but I don't hate it. I think that they could have done something a little bit differently.
It's like the top doesn't match the bottom.
Right.
Yeah.
I have a hard time with colors. I think the lighter the skin, the darker the color of the dress should be, and vice versa. The lighter the dress, the darker the skin.
Yeah.
It's just to have that little bit of contrast.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I agree.
Okay, so Christy Teigen.
My
She
favorite.
is, and she is ready to have this baby any day now, and she picked a dress that,
Wow.
you know, on somebody not pregnant, I'm not even sure how it would turn out because it's so busy. But I think I agree with you, it's
So
fantastic.
gorgeous. And
It's-
from the front, you can't even tell she's, she
Right.
just looks voluptuous. She doesn't look pregnant.
Yeah.
Right.
But
This dress is absolutely luxurious.
yes.
I love it from head to toe. Everything about it, from the fall back to all the way up to the shoulders, the sleeves, everything. I love this dress.
I did too. I thought this was really pretty, and she looks amazing, for
Amazing.
someone ready to have a baby.
And I
Yeah.
could see how it would be, could be on someone's worst dress because you said the patterning, but
Right.
it's a bold statement.
It is.
And it is well done, and I really,
And
to
she
me
can
it looks
pull
like
it off.
flames.
I think she can pull it off anyway. I think it's her personality.
Yeah.
Now, one of my favorite dresses was Rachel McAdams.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
It was
And
very
that-
simple.
yes.
And it
Her-
showcased her beauty.
oh my
rather
gosh,
than the
I
dresses.
thought of everybody. She head to toe was perfect. Her
Yes.
hair was perfect. Her makeup was perfect. That dress was absolutely incredibly stunning. Not exposed too much. You know, like everything. You know, she still was very sexy and very elegant, and
Yes.
the color was amazing. I personally would want to wear that dress. This also could have
Pretty.
been more 80s, like formal
Yeah.
wear. But I absolutely thought she looked stunning. Probably one of the best red carpet she's ever had. I just thought her hair, makeup, everything was perfect. The dress,
Classic.
very classic. She just was so stunning.
Her dimples are killer. Every time she smiles and she's got those dimples, it makes me smile.
This dress is actually a nice blend of fabric.
Yeah.
You can see the trending fabric from the poof at the bottom going up the waistline to the other side of it. Okay, yes, we have a simple trend.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love the way the flow of this dress is going. A lot of the dresses that this year more so phenomenal than what we had.
Yeah, yeah. Julianne Moore. You know,
The dress I don't care for, but I love Julianne Moore, and she's 55 and she looks incredible,
She does.
incredible. So
I did like the dress. It might be an age thing, and maybe as you get older, you realize that
Yep.
that your
I adore
options for dresses are you get. Even if you wanted to wear some of the other stuff, if you did wear it, everybody would be looking at you like, okay, you're an old lady, please don't wear that. So your options become more and more limited as you get older. So I really did like this. I thought she looked amazing, and
The dress itself is an interesting dress. I think they needed to tailor it more to her body. It's not tailored so much, and that's what to me is kind of throwing it off for me. The dress is beautiful. Not on her.
Yeah.
I think I just don't like these triangle
See, I love
straps. You like that?
I love
okay,
that.
Okay.
I like it. Like I said, I like it, but they needed to tailor it more so to her frame.
Yeah. Okay. Brie Larson. Okay. I'm not sure what I thought. I don't know if I loved this or hated it or just okay about it. It's like, I love the color, but not. I love the top, but not. I love the bottom, but not. And the weight. So I have a love-hate relationship with this. And she was a shoo-in for the win. So her hair was just too young, and it's a sort of hairdo you wear to school.
Yes.
You know, so
This is the dress that made me think to myself, belts do not belong in
Belong in
gowns.
dresses.
They just don't belong in gowns.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of bored with this dress. Like you said, you don't love it, you don't hate it, it's just okay.
Okay, throw Robbie Robertson there because, you know, she just rocks everything she wears.
Yeah.
And her dress, I have to say I liked it the most when I first saw it, and as the day went on, I was like, okay, a little tired of her dress now. But I really, the fabric was amazing.
Yes.
And I liked the high neckline.
Yes, I am loving the neckline.
Yeah.
It's
Her
very
body.
classic
Right.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This would be a dress I would buy.
Naomi Watts, she has big thoughts on this
I
one.
loved this one.
Yeah.
I know it's very busy and a lot of people probably don't like it, but it's very like mermaid-esque,
Yeah.
and I just love the blue, violet colors together. What do you think?
I didn't like it when I first saw it. I thought, okay, I love you, you're gorgeous, you look amazing, the dress has got to go. But then as the night went on and the more pictures, I thought, oh no.
It's very bold and daring.
Yeah.
It's daring.
Something that is very interesting to be walking the red carpet with, but you like it for that fact.
And her husband looked pretty awesome too.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I
sure.
love the silhouette. I think the silhouette is amazing, but I don't. There's this color. I have an issue with this color.
You didn't
I
like it?
don't
You didn't like the
no, not
colors?
at all. Not at all.
Was it the blue or the
It's
red?
that purplish.
or-
The whole. It just reminded me of like a wound.
Yeah.
Like a bruise.
See, no, I was wondering about that because I wonder if I would have liked it more initially if it was solid color and not
Possibly.
the red and because it was like rainbowy.
It
and then
just
it's like,
was not. It was.
yeah.
Not,
So there was something about it that I wasn't super in love with too. But overall, I mean, she always looks amazing, so that's okay, and it just gives us more to talk about. So,
Yeah.
Right.
Carrie Washington.
Okay, this-
Wow.
This dress confuses me.
It does me too, but
Okay.
wow anyway. Even though, but yes.
It looks like something you would wear to Marilyn Manson's wedding. You know what I mean? Like it's got like the bondage top,
Yeah.
but then the elegant high slit bottom. So Yes.
See, that,
yes, but maybe not for Oscars.
I was looking at that. This is the Oscars.
Right.
So why would you wear something like? I mean, I love Carrie Washington.
Oh, yeah, we all, yeah.
But the dress, you know, I'm talking to the designer. Come on, think.
Well, I when I look at this dress, I think that they were going for a particular look, and I don't know what they could have done differently on top to still get the same feel of what's going on there, because the way it looks on her is absolutely incredible. But the top is more like Lucy Lawless, and the bottom is like old style Hollywood. So it's a little bit confusing, but she looked stunning. She looked amazing. I like, so that one I actually kind of forgive because I think it's still really creative.
Wrong event again.
Yeah.
Well, maybe, but I wonder too if that's because she was an announcer and not someone who's been
potentially.
nominated.
And I probably
because I
would've-
do think that there you might dress a little bit differently when it's your.
Well, I would have gone probably with a slate gray on the bottom or a smoky gray as opposed to that stark
Yes.
white.
Oh, see, I really love
And
that.
Yeah, me too.
I don't mind the bottom because of the event. I mean, the Oscars, it's whites
Right.
and reds and blacks and things like that. But with that top, which I actually enjoy, but you're right, it's a bondage, it's a more edgy MTV Music Awards, things like that. And I think with the
Right.
slate gray or something along those lines, maybe even like a sateen or a silk, it would have kind of finished the rock and roll.
Yeah. I guess I see that now. Tina Fey, I thought she looked absolutely incredible. I loved the dress, loved the fabric. Was it like over the top amazing? Maybe not, but it was so classy and so elegant, so beautiful. The color, the fabric just looked like it had to be so much fun to wear.
The necklace pulls it all together too. And her dress is very similar to Reese Witherspoon's, but I loved it much more on
Yeah, Reese
Tina
was
Fey.
something went wrong.
Something went wrong.
It's her
Some technical
color. I mean, Tina
difficulties.
Fey's a brunette. I mean, she's got the coloring. I think she can pull that color off.
Yeah.
The one thing I didn't care for though was her hair. I
Yeah.
like this. I sort of get the severe ponytail bun thing, but not always. That looked like I'm running late. I'm pulling my hair up, and I did look in the mirror before I left the house because it really didn't go off well. And I know they did it intentionally, but I thought she looked amazing. Kate Blanchett, oh my gosh. Okay, she is another one. Nobody else could wear this dress.
That was my
Absolutely.
favorite.
No one could wear this dress but Kate Blanchett. It's
Yeah.
complicated and so much going on. The color is amazing. You're perfect with her hair, coloring and everything. And at first I thought, oh my gosh, what are you wearing? And then I said, I just love you. I love you. I love the dress. I love the way you look in that dress. Can I look like you for a day? I would say the only thing for me that I might have changed about is the plunge. I didn't think it needed to be that low.
Okay.
You look like you're itching to say something.
Yeah.
Yes. See, this dress, I'm on both sides of the extremes with this dress because at one point, oh yes, the feathers and the way the time that they put into this dress. You have to be able to think, okay, but then, wait a minute, feathers? Oscars? Let me think, but you have to be a person to be able to pull that off. And she's pulling that off, but at the same time, you start to think, wait a minute, these are feathers now.
I thought she looked ethereal. I thought she was just glowing.
Well, the one thing, and she really truly is one of those people who dresses are artwork.
Yeah.
So it's not just a beautiful gown, it's a piece of art.
Yeah.
And almost the sort of thing that's going to be encased somewhere later on.
Right.
Where the rest of them will be auctioned off so somebody else can wear it, But, I don't know. So Emily Blunt, she was pregnant. She's pregnant too. So I thought that was a pretty good choice for her. Yes? No?
It just reminds me of like a 70s, 80s prom dress a little bit. But I do like the color.
I could see the 70s,
And she's
but I like
still
it.
beautiful.
I like the 70s. I think you're absolutely right with that.
The top part.
Yeah, I don't know. And this is one where the pattern, there's a slight pattern to it that I don't think takes away from it. It is such a delicate pattern that I think it enhances the dress and does what its job is to camouflage a little bit.
Yeah.
So
I think that because she's pregnant, this is actually one of the perfect dresses for her to wear.
Right.
You know, even with the pattern in there, because it just shows her off more elegantly in the pregnancy.
Well, and she has the empire waistline, and it hangs right from there, and it skims over her body. I think it's.
At first, I was like, is she pregnant? I couldn't tell. So the dress did its job.
So, one of the dresses that you had pulled up, or you had wanted to mention, was Ashley Graham's dress.
Yes, very interesting.
That was a really interesting dress.
This is the worst outfit.
Ashley Graham. That's who we're talking about. Ashley Graham. That's who we're talking about.
I
Well, he brought it up, so he might actually really like
Yes,
it.
I do, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because when you look at this dress, to me, for a full-figure woman, it's showing off her sexuality, but not so much necessarily to the point where it's overbearing.
Yes.
I hate it, but
You hate it.
I hate it.
Horrible.
I to some extent, I feel like it's sort of my age, but I don't know, because I don't know that I would ever have liked this. I'm not.
This is typical
She's
for me.
beautiful. Her body is beautiful. And I can see she wants to show that I'm a plus size model and I can rock anything. And she is rocking that.
See, when I look at her by herself, I don't see a plus size. I see a woman with a beautiful figure with wanting to be on an adult film. All I see is an adult film actress with the breasts hanging out like this. It's just really difficult for me, and I love plunging necklines. I think plunging necklines are stunning, but it isn't even so much the strapping, because I kind of dig that. But it's like her cups came out of the dress. I mean,
There was something,
Yeah,
but I can get it. I see from
just having
her
issues.
perspective.
Like she forgot to
The
zip
reason
up.
I don't like the plunging necklines, I'm going to be really honest about why I don't like them. I don't think they flatter women's breasts. The breasts hang, there's all this flat bone area. It's like, we need a little cleavage. Not tons of cleavage, not Kardashian cleavage, but a little bit of cleavage, you know. I thank you all for joining me today and love talking about fashion. It's one of my favorite things.
Thank you for having us.
Tell us a little bit briefly about what you're currently doing.
Well, I'm right now with Detroit to LA. We are a PR and marketing firm that help other businesses bring out their PR and promotion needs. We also are a security company, National Bodyguard and Protective Security Services. We protect and serve all those entertainers that need bodyguard services, like the situation that happened with, or the talks that's happening with Beyonce, this showing the necessity for protection from the police and police protection and from for community concerns.
All right, cool, very nice. All right, Anne-Marie?
Sure. Currently, well, I'm always an actress no matter what, but I have been working with Vega Entertainment and Productions, which is located in Brighton, Michigan. I've been doing casting directing for some short films that the company, it's a startup, it started about 9 months ago, and I have done assistant directing on 2 short films that'll be released in April of this year.
Wonderful.
And yeah, we were working on, like I said, for I guess my skill set, they like me as casting director, so we're going to be working on some more films, working towards a feature film.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
awesome. Good, great. Amber?
I recently started doing some acting and modeling, and I'm also a student working towards getting my degree in communications and minoring in history. And I'm also working on a campaign for right here in West Bloomfield. So yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Very nice. Well, wonderful. Thank you very much for joining me on this segment of Angel's Table. And thank you all for joining us. Thank you.
Thank you.